Hey guys, Dow Tran here, and it is a beautiful day to be in Sacramento. Why? Because I'm sitting next to Tim Proctor. Do you guys remember my video back, 6 months ago in April? It was pretty cold, right? And the market back then is very different from the market today, right?
Absolutely.
So, I could talk to you guys all day long about what's going on in the California market, but you know what? Let's hear from the expert, Tim. So since we've been, since the last video in April, the short sales were what? I mean, the market in general.
Well, we had a lot less buyers competing for listings. We had a lot more inventory then than we do now. So, and also the third factor is we're seeing a lot more investors coming into the market, which is a good thing because now, it creates competition, which is driving prices up in the entry level. So it's all good. It's all good stuff.
So would you say that Northern California or California in general is pretty hot? It
is.
And in favor of the sellers, right?
In the entry level, let's say below 250,000, that is a seller's market. Above 250,000 to 500,000 is a middle market, and then over 500,000 is a buyer's market. So we're really seeing three different markets right now.
Right. And so the last time we spoke, there are three transactions still: the short sale, the REO, which is bank owned, and then the equity. What is going on with the short sale market today?
Right. So the short sale as well as the REO market has dropped off about 50% from where we were 6 months ago. We're seeing a lot more equity sellers now, which is refreshing, that are coming into the market now.
Okay. Really, I don't really see that here, maybe because I'm very honed down to my local market. I see short sales still strong.
They're strong. They're selling quickly. It's just now we're seeing some, because the market's finally improving, we're seeing some equity sellers coming into the market, which is nice.
Okay.
More so than in the past.
Right. Do you see a difference or an advantage to the seller of a short sale? When I talked to you 6 months ago, banks were trying to get their act together, right hand talking to the left hand. What is it now for sellers in terms of doing a short sale?
Unfortunately, it's still taking quite a while for a short sale to close escrow. I mean, that's a negative in respect of the buyer has to wait longer to close escrow. But the positive is that the seller can stay in the house during that time and be able to live there while the short sale is being processed, typically at no cost to them. So that's a real benefit to the seller.
And a huge plus is that HAFA has improved. They've done some
I don't know if they've
tweaks.
improved. I mean, they're trying to improve. I'm not seeing any real improvement in that. What I am seeing, though, is I'm seeing other products come into the market where there are incentives, moving incentives for the sellers. Bank of America is now offering an incentive between $5,000 and $30,000 to the seller, which is fantastic.
And so is Chase Bank.
Exactly. So those are some nice things we're seeing in addition to the HAFA program.
Okay. So HAFA is pretty much reliable for that seller for $3,000, and in addition to the bank that they belong to, whatever the short sale may be, right?
Exactly. So an example. So Bank of America, let's say they'll offer the seller $5,000. $3,000 of that dollars will come from HAFA funds and $2,000 from Bank of America for a total of $5,000 incentive for doing the short sale.
What do you predict to the end of the year, the end of 2012, the last quarter that remains?
I think the market's just going to heat up more, and I think the entry-level market is going to go up in value substantially. I saw this in the 90s. We saw in late 90s, 99 to 2000, we saw a shortage of inventory. We saw an increase of investor buyers coming in the market, increase in number of homes selling, which drove that entry-level pricing up quite a bit in the first few years. So that's what I would see.
So, ending 2012 with a bang, it's good for the realtor, it's good for the seller, and it's good for the buyer all around, would you say?
Fantastic for the buyer. I mean, here's one thing I've seen in my 25 years in real estate. I have never seen prices so low and money so low in terms of the interest rates. So, it's a fantastic time for a buyer to get into the market. They should not delay. They should move into the market now and take advantage of prices that are typically lower payments than renting.
So Tim, it's always been a pleasure. It's really nice to see you when I get a chance to. So come 2013, you owe me another interview, right?
Sounds good. Okay, that's a plan.
Hey Tim, real quick here, how can they catch you?
Sure. Okay, my phone number is 916-550-8529. My website is shortsell.com, which is spelled SHORTSELL.com.
That's it. Nice and easy. Shortsell.com from
Yes.
Tim Proctor. All right, guys, there you have it. Tim Proctor and Dow Tran. We'll see you guys next time.